that today, about walking away from an event if it's not going to work. That's going up next. Good day to you. This is Brian Cochran, and I hope you will like this video, like, share, comment. Today we're going to be talking about, I'm an event planner and know when to fold them and know when to walk away. Basically, that means knowing when to not do an event or do a business deal when everything isn't line, when the stars don't line up. I was in the process of putting together a Mother's Day event. This is 2018, but it'll work forever. It doesn't matter. And so we're planning the event and worked out a deal with the owner. This facility is going to be a Mother's Day brunch where it's food and entertainment. There's going to be a gospel brunch and clean comedy, clean entertainment event for Mother's Day. And as we're putting it together, I decided to meet with the chef so we can walk through the facility and meet with the owner of the facility. And lo and behold, we were having some slight challenges from the very beginning. The way the event was going, it was going to be a challenge anyway. Because Mother's Day is one of those events. If you're an event planner, Mother's Day is one of those events. If you plan to do something on that day, it has to be the excellence because we're celebrating moms, and you don't half step it. You got to come correct. They're VIPs, and they deserve to be treated special. And so I felt like, one, we couldn't give them the VIP treatment that they deserved based upon the parameters of the event, number one. And number two, the biggest part for me is, my dad taught me something a long time ago, that if I'm on time, I'm late. So always be early to meetings. And in this instance, both the owner and the catering company that we're going to work with, restaurant we're going to work with, they were both late and and were acting like, they can just treat me any kind of way. And so I chose to say, you know what, I deserve better treatment because I'm paying. It's not like you're doing both for free. I'm paying both of you to do a job, or we're paying you both to do a job. And one is we're renting your facility, and two, we're buying your food, and that you're going to serve for our people. And I felt like, one, we went, because we're there early. I get there early, and so I got to the restaurant early, in which the restaurant was right next to the facility that we're going to be utilizing to do the Mother's Day event. And so as we were waiting, I said, "Hey, let's," one of our partners there was with us. He said, "Let's try the food," because we hadn't really tried the food yet. And one, we want to make sure, like wedding receptions and weddings, you go taste it. You go do a tasting. Where we decided to do a tasting, and the food wasn't all that great. We could have gotten by. We could have taught them what to do, but the bigger part was just to do some simple. We were trying some jambalaya, and some simple jambalaya. It should have, the rice should have been pretty much done. The only thing they had to do is again, they weren't making it from scratch per order. We're buying two small cups, which are probably 15, 16 ounce cups of jambalaya, and it took them 20 minutes to do jambalaya, and for each of us, because what happened was, anyway, it doesn't matter. So that was a sign telling me that if it takes them 20 minutes to do something simple like jambalaya, that them trying to serve 1,000 or 1,500 people, they weren't going to be able to. In my mindset, I said it was going to be a challenge for them to be able to fulfill everybody's orders, and even though it was a buffet, but to keep up with that. And then the owner of the facility, he didn't treat me like a VIP, even though, and again, being he had another appointment before mine. It ran late, which is fine, but what he should have done and what he didn't do was to let me know, hey, by the way, it's running late, and that I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Or can we reschedule because it's going to be, I thought it was going to be a simple thing, but it's going to take a little longer. And be courteous enough to let me know that, hey, I care about you and your business, and if you don't mind, even though I know you drove a long way, I know that your time is precious and valuing my time. So since he didn't value my time and value me, and the chef, they didn't, they had their people come outside and say, "Hey, by the way, they're going to be 10 minutes away." So I said, "Okay, I can wait 10 minutes." And then 10 minutes became an hour. But I was having a meeting in the process, with one of my partners. So we were talking about the event and looking at the location and the surroundings and what we're going to do to market and promote it and what entertainment we're going to get and how we're going to spend our budget and that kind of stuff. So we were able to kind of meet in the process of that, but at the same time, my partner kind of said it first, and I was thinking it, but I didn't say it first. He said, wait a minute, it's like if they're not here now, so they don't care about our business, why should we support them when we're gonna, again, as I said from the very beginning of this video, that we deserve good treatment, fair treatment, to be treated special because we are special, because we don't have to spend money with you. We're choosing to spend money with you. So since we're choosing to spend money with you, then realize that we should be getting the type of customer service that we deserve because we're paying. Again, it would be different. Even if we're getting it for free, you still want to treat people with fairness and treat people with courtesy. So after I left, I prayed about it and thought about it and talked to the rest of the team about it, and we all came up with a consensus that it probably would be in our best interest, because of the logistics of how this whole event was, and being, again, the ultimate goal is, if we can't get special treatment for us, how are they, both as the property owner and as well as the catering company, how are they both going to be able to satisfy the needs of our customer, which is the mothers that were coming to the event? So we decided to, with great joy. Usually back in the day, I'd have done whatever it took to do the event, but I'm a lot wiser now, a lot older now, and I believe that, and as well as I surrounded myself with a great team of people that are not just yes people, that are people that will keep it real for me, because they know ultimately what we're trying to do as far as the company. And so we decided to cancel the event. And the reason I'm doing this video is because, as an event planner and as a business owner, sometimes you need to know when it's not good for you. Just because you have a good idea, it may not be a God idea. And then if it is a God idea, it may not be for right now. It may be for another season. If it's just a seed is just planted, that can be planned for another year. And say, okay, this year we couldn't do it, so next year, 2019, I can plan it starting now, and a year from now, be able to work out, find the right catering, be able to really sit down with the owner of the facility and say, look, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I need, this is what we're paying for, can you fulfill that? Versus coming as in, he made it seem like we needed him more than he needed us. And it's one of those where we can go rent a banquet facility, we can go do another place, and he could probably find somebody else to rent it, but nobody's renting it on Sunday. The place wasn't, the reputation, I'm not going to say the name of the place because it doesn't matter, but the place was in need, and again, the owner and I were working on something else, and so there was a bigger picture of why we were doing that event, because it was leading to some other stuff that they were working on in that facility that we were going to be a part of. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm not going to sacrifice my money, my resources, and my time on this situation when you're not looking at us as a viable option or viable company that's going to come in and bring you value and bring you resources and bring you dollars that we're going to be paying for and renting out the facility. So as a business owner, and especially as an event planner, be willing to walk away from an event, even though you've been toiling, putting together the business plan, putting all your resources together. But if they're not going to take care of you in the little things, how you think they're going to help you in the larger things when the event comes about? You're going to end up in the long run. After seeing this, I go, wow, you know what? I foresaw some problems as well as my team foresaw some problems. So I would say to you again, in closing out this long quick video, and it was going to be a rant, but it is, but it's in a sense, but at the same time, the principle of what we're talking about today. It was Kenny Rogers did a movie, and it was also a song that know when to fold them, know when to walk away. You better count your blessings when you. It was a card game, basically. It was a poker game, and then that if you're trying to bluff to win, Sometimes you can, but then at the same time, you got to know when. If you're going to lose, you know you're going to lose. You'd rather lose small than lose big. So in doing this event, we lost a little bit because we created the website, we created some of the collaterals and got some of the stuff out. I got the word out. It's on social media already getting started and already getting phone calls, that kind of stuff. And Brian, the old Brian, because I got the phone calls, I'm like, oh man, maybe I should do it anyway because I'm going to, I don't want to disappoint them. And for the next time we do this, next time we do an event, they're not gonna do it. But at the same time, if we couldn't put forth excellence and making sure the food was right, making sure the venue was right, making sure we can give our customer, who is our very important people, who supports us, then there's a change. So don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to cancel. Don't be afraid to postpone. And it's okay, because you'd rather be honest. And because the thing about it is, there's this old saying, God don't bless mess. And so if you're doing it and you're thinking God's going to bless it anyway, He's not, because He's already given us the signs that say, look, it's not going to work. Not forever. Maybe, there's a lesson that can be taught to the owners of the business and as well as the owners, so that way we can all work together. But try to do it under such a short time period. We only had a month to promote it, and I didn't want to feel like we would do a disservice to our customer, which is the mothers and their families and friends. So that's our video for today. I just wanted to put that out there to let you know, as a business person, that it's okay to let go of something that you care about or that you think is going to work for you, because in the long run it may not. This is Brian Cochran. If you like this video, go down below again, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, share your stories about what you if you folded or if you didn't fold, and what happened, which is another video I could talk about. I could talk about tons of it because I've been in the event planning business or event promoter for forever, and so that's a long saying, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so enough babbling. I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more videos like these and others, you can go to my website, briancochran.org. You can find it down below. Do me a favor, also like and share this video so others can be benefited that are in this industry. You can also go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Brian Cochran, youtube.com/Dr. Brian Cochran. Talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.